Hey, it's Soul. It is March 1st, 2019, and I want to wish my sister a happy birthday. Her birthday's today. And of course, a very warm welcome to all of you, as well as the sponsors who let me continue doing the thing that I love. Let me apologize in advance. I have a really short show today because I want to give an update on the state of the channel as it is right now. And I decided that it's best to kind of split that and make it into a separate video altogether, which means production is going to go down the toilet. Sorry, Bob. Wherever you're at. But there's still a bit of news to go over, so I'm going to quickly brush through over the news of the week. And for all I know, you might like this format, so let me know what you think about this kind of delivery. This week, Wowhead promoted a site called vanillafriends.com to help separated friends from the past reconnect, united under the banner of classic WoW. It has over 10,000 registered accounts, which is a stark contrast against the 100 million WoW accounts that was created. I think Vanilla Friends could do with some old school commercials to promote some exposure. This week I had the honor of doing an interview with MrGM of MrGM, who covers World of Warcraft previews, classic WoW perspectives, and a Twitch stream that's all about hanging out with some viewer content. And he was gullible enough to do it. Ha 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 ha. There's a link below to check out the interview. It was a ton of fun, and I'm grateful that he took his time out of his day to speak to me. And I would love to hear more of your thoughts on who I think I should be talking to next. I have a little list going, but more importantly, I want to hear a little bit more feedback on some general questions that you would like me to ask these certain people, so it'll give the illusion that I know what I'm doing. Patch 8.15 is coming on March 12th. This was announced during the developer Allied Race art stream, starring Admiral Kenny McBride and Ian the Pants Lang. The Crucible of Storms raid, however, will open up 1 month later, April 16th. I think that's a bit long of a wait, but what do you think? The 8.15 launch date was followed by a small PTR update that was tagged as release candidate, which means these 4 Allied Race dance moves, they're done. This is it. This is what we're getting. Some of you might be unhappy with the dances. Some of you don't think that there would have been new dances anyway, just like previous Allied races. I just want to find the source material of where the Culturan female and the Zandalari male dances come from because it's driving me bananas. You know, if someone finds it, I'm going to give them a WoW token or game time, alright? So go. Please find it. Speaking of the developer stream, it happened just yesterday, and for those of us who want to get a feel of how the devs operate, in this case the art and animation team, it was a really fun watch. Personally, I want more, but I think I'd like to see one that's a little bit better structured. For example, if or when they do one on world building, I don't care if it's streamed or not, but I'd love to learn more about how they sculpt a zone and carve in all those little nooks and crannies and those little details, because clearly their methods and tools have changed over the past 15 years. The third and final wing of Boda launched this week, finally giving the greater WoW population access to the full raid and, more importantly, the Gmod mount. Blizzard quickly realized that having the mount drop from the first boss of this wing resulted in many players leaving after said boss, and so they moved the Gmod to the final boss drop. Now imagine if Blizzard treated LFR like Mythic Plus, where you only got loot at the very end of the run instead of just from each boss. That would make people stay, and actually I hope they're not watching. So that about wraps up the news. Crazy, that's actually it. But don't you worry, later today I'm going to give the meat of what's going on this week, an update on the channel and how it's doing, and over the weekend I'm going to drop another video. That's right, a video on the weekend, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be it for me for now, so tune in next week for more fun and shenanigans and violence, and depending on how things go, we might go back to a regular weekly format schedule thing next Friday. So I will see you then. Don't forget to say hi over on social media, Discord, Twitch, Twitter, whatever, and I'll see you next week. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and stay breezy.